Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman has published a training methodology that combines the best scientifically proven productivity practices to take learning to a whole new level. The first stage is to increase vigilance. There is often a lot of unnecessary information in our brains, even when we are not doing anything. One simple way to clear away unnecessary thoughts is to take 25 to 30 deep breaths. After exhaling, you need to hold your breath for 15 to 60 seconds, but you don't need to force yourself to hold your breath. Start breathing normally as soon as you feel short of air. The second stage is concentration. Often there is a lack of concentration when working. To fix this, you can use a very simple exercise. You need to look at one point on the wall or at an object for 30 to 60 seconds before you begin the training. Despite its apparent ease, this exercise is not easy to do. The third stage is repetition of actions. Often the level of skill in many areas does not depend on the level of knowledge, but on the number of repetitions. Repetitions can be in the form of solving a problem or physical repetitions. If driving a car is acceptable, we progress linearly in learning by repeating the same process. And each time the same process needs to be repeated a little faster than before, until it becomes a reflex process. Fourth stage, expect mistakes and embrace them in a way that enhances your learning. Mistakes while studying cause stress. Let's say you thought the task was easy, and it will take 30 minutes to solve, but when you start solving, you have problem solving and it takes 4 hours instead of 30 minutes. This puts you in a state of stress, and that's normal, because stress increases alertness and increases the activation of neural connections. At the same time, you need to make sure that making mistakes in your studies is an unfortunate phenomenon because it has the opposite effect and ruins your studies. An error rate of 15–20% is optimal. The fifth stage of micro-rest is when during study, you are distracted for 10 seconds every 2 to 3 minutes randomly and do nothing during this time. Research has shown that when we are trying to learn something, if we pause for 10 seconds every now and then and do nothing during that time, neurons in the hippocampus and cerebral cortex fire the same patterns of neural activity, which arose when we were learning but 10 times faster. This means that you perform 10 neural repetitions during the pause. But don't set a timer. Breaks should be random. Sixth stage, limit study time to 90 minutes. Research shows that 90 minutes is the longest period we can stay focused and productive. After a long period of study, a longer break is needed. For 25 minutes of studying, a 5-minute break is enough. For 90 minutes, a 20 to 60-minute break is optimal. It is also worth understanding that most people cannot study effectively for more than 270 minutes a day. Training beyond this greatly loses its effectiveness. Seventh stage, daytime nap or deep rest without sleep. Research shows that short naps during the day and deep rest without sleep can increase the speed and depth of learning. This is a very simple technique. When you've worked enough and feel like you need to take a long break from studying, find a comfortable place. Set a timer for 20 to 25 minutes. Close your eyes and remain in that position until the timer sounds. This kind of rest is much more effective than usual. Eighth stage, provide yourself with quality sleep. Restructuring of a significant part of the neural circuits underlying learning occurs during sleep. Think of sleep as an opportunity to learn anything. Without doing it, you may have noticed how what you could not understand for hours today, the next morning you understood in 10 minutes. This occurs due to the structuring of neural circuits during sleep.